Hello everyone. In our last video, we saw how to use a Vlookup. Vlookup basically used to find out various values using a lookup value. In this particular video, we're going to demonstrate how to handle the errors in the Vlookup function. And if any error happened, you can represent that error in a different way. And sometimes what are the things you can do to handle those errors to get your required value retrieved from your source table, right? So let us see what are the things we can do to handle the VLOOKUP error. So this is a lookup table we have where we have salesman ID as the lookup value, and this is the source table, sales data, right? And here let us write a simple VLOOKUP function to just find out the name from the source table. So here I'm just writing a VLOOKUP function. This is the lookup value I'm taking from here, and this is the salesman ID, this is the name. I'm locking the range, and name is the second column, so pressing 2 false, and I got the name, right? So this name is present in this source table. I am repeating the formula throughout the table. Now from the row number 10 we are seeing an error happened, right? Has any. So this is nothing but an error which is written by the lookup value VLOOKUP function. If this particular lookup value, which is nothing but the salesman ID, is not present in the source table, Excel is throwing this error. So sometimes we need to handle this type of error in our daily work. So there is a function called IFERROR. Okay, so this is the function IFERROR. So this function will help you if any error occurred. It will give a option to the user to represent that error the way user want. So for example, let us rewrite the VLOOKUP function here. We are just proceeding with IFERROR. IFERROR is nothing but if any error occurred, what you want to do. So as per the function requirement, here is the value, right? If this value occur, then if any error occurred in the VLOOKUP, you just represent that the name not present. So here you can provide anything. You can provide a text, you can provide a number, you can provide whatever the value string you want to represent in your error case. So here I'm going to repeat the same formula throughout the column. Now you are seeing there are name not present value is coming wherever the error occurred, right? So this is the very simple function IFERROR, which will capture the error from the VLOOKUP function, and this function will help you to represent the error the way user want. So now for the name, we are showing that name not present. Now let us go to the total revenue. Let us rewrite the VLOOKUP function. Normal VLOOKUP function we are rewriting here. We are just trying to find out the revenue, right? Total revenue. Here we are providing the range of the total revenue, and it is the fourth column. We are locking the range, providing the column index, and we are exactly matching the lookup value. So here I am repeating the formula throughout the column, and say again, as you know that the error is happening because these are the IDs, salesman IDs are not present in the main table. So let us rewrite the error function here, and here as we are trying to find out the number. So in the IFERROR function, if any error is happening, how we want to represent? We can represent with 0 because we know that some number we want to represent for the places where the salesman ID is not present, right? Or you can write if the number is not present or revenue, this value is not present the way you want to represent like before. Here if you press 0 here and complete the function, and now if we replace the frame formula throughout the column, we can see wherever the values are not present, we are getting as 0. As I told you that you can represent with 0, you can represent with any value string, you can represent at true, false, whatever the way you want to represent. Now this is the very simple way to handle the error in the VLOOKUP. Now let us go for the next level. Now sometimes it's possible that if any error happen, right, you want to say that this name is not present, and sometimes you want to represent that the salesman ID, whether it is present, you want to say yes. If it is not present, you want to say no. Basically for those type of thing we do manually, right? First we do the lookup, then we saw that wherever the lookup values are present, we replace those lookup value as yes. Wherever it is not present, we are replacing with no. But this IFERROR function we can combine with the if function, and this if function, you know that this is the logical test of Excel. Here it will test a particular condition. If the condition satisfies, it will say true. If it is not satisfying, it will return false. So here inside the if we're writing if error, and then if you're writing a VLOOKUP, I just want to know whether the salesman ID is present in this salesman data table or not. If it is present, I want to represent at yes. If it is not present, I want to represent as no. So here I'm just writing the same VLOOKUP function here. Let me lock the range. Okay, let me write it. So here, this is the lookup value. I'm going back to the source table. I'm just trying to find out whether the salesman ID is present or not. I'm locking the range. Column index is 1 because I am trying to find the same salesman ID. This is false, right? If it doesn't present, I'm just saying no. Then out of this function, what we'll get? Either we'll get the salesman ID or we'll get the no. So in the if function, if we want to test that if it is happening with the no, that means the salesman ID is not present at all. That's the reason the error happened. If error is returning no, and if I'm comparing with that no with a string no, that means the salesman's ID is not present at all. Otherwise, I'm representing as yes. So if I repeat this function, I'll again explain how this function works. Now you got that point, right? Some of the cases where the salesman ID is present, we are getting a return value as yes. Wherever it is not present, we are getting a return value as no. Now let me explain how this particular function works. How we are doing? We are writing a simple if function. What if function does? If function basically is a logical function supported by Excel, which provides a particular logical test. If the test true, let me tell you, like if 2 equal to 2, this is a true condition, right? I can say yes, otherwise it is no. So this is the simple function. So if it is satisfying, it will return the first value. If it is not satisfying, it will return the second value. If 2 equal to 3, this is the false case, so it will return no. So similarly, what we are trying to do here, we are just combining the if function with the IFERROR, and we are writing a lookup value with the error handling function IFERROR, and we are representing the value wherever it is not present at no, and then we are comparing with a no. That means if there is an error happen, lookup value is not present, then we are comparing with the no, means it is logical. If it is true, then that means the salesman ID is not present in the source table. So we are representing as no, otherwise we are representing as yes. So this is the very straightforward, simple way to reduce your manual work by combining IFERROR with the if function. So not only the yes and no, you can represent with the other text also. Suppose wherever the salesman ID is not present, you can write here as ID not present, and here you can write that salesman ID is present. So this is the textual format, the way you want to represent. So this is the thing you can do with IFERROR and if function, and this is very handy. Sometimes it is very useful. If you like the video, please like and subscribe and share. Please provide your valuable comments, and if you have any query or any issue related to Excel, please email me at tarak@gmail.com. Thank you for watching the video.